What is going on, everyone, and welcome to another installment of the Monday Xfinity Lights season here for Millennium Racing League. I am your host, Private Patton, and we are going to be having a fun one tonight. I will just tell you right now that this is a highly anticipated um, one of the best races that these guys are probably looking for right now. I would probably say that with the how great the Sunday series actually did, you can probably expect that these guys are probably going to be right around the same aspect, honestly, because I think having well, I guess most of these guys are going to be either watching or actually did participate in the race last night, so they know exactly what's going on. So having that knowledge in the back of their minds right now, these guys are going to be really looking at saving tire as well as going out and trying to get themselves a win. Of course, last night we had a bit of a surprise winner. He was actually my pick, but give me T-Bird. T-Bird was the winner last night. He had the strategy, but he also was able to go out and just straight up beat the guys on the late race yellow. That was a overtime start. So, with that being said, with us being here at Atlanta yet again, the in-race reporter of Xander is going to be with us here later on. I already have him in the party, just waiting for him to actually join. So, yes, but people are starting to filter in through the Discord. We are potentially looking at 20 people racing tonight, and that is going to be an awesome number to hit because, especially with these guys here, seeing what kind of aspects they actually went here for. Actually, seeing what, like I said, what they were actually going for last night. I think having the best drivers in the field trying to improve either their finish and also get for points. Of course, last week we had Cade go out and get his first win. We've been on a roll of new winners, first career victories for the guys here in Millennium Racing League, and honestly, we're going to be seeing if that can actually continue tonight. However, that is also going to be a big to do here, especially at Atlanta. Tire saving is a huge thing. T-Bird was only able to do it last night, and should we have gone green, he would have been able to do it by essentially making it into a three-stop. Now, not everyone's going to be privy to that. There are some that last night we had a three-stop strategy. There were some that had a four-stop strategy. But if you mismanage those tires, you are looking at a five-stop strategy, which is just an automatic finishing in the teens. So you do not want to do that. You are essentially minimizing your time down pit road. So you're going to see those immediately go into tire save mode, and there are going to be some that are just going to be straight out of the gate. Now, Brandon, Be Right Racing is going to be the one that is going to lead us to green tonight. And honestly, I don't know what strategy is going to be on. He was up here in the booth with me last night, so he was able to see just the benefit of having minimizing your time down pit lane and also just going just straight balls to the wall. So I don't know exactly what some of these guys are going to do. Of course, VPR is also leading the team standings, but RWI, that is Ramsey Wallace Incorporated, is going to be making a jump into what they can do because they have a new driver joining their roster. Of course, they have NASCAR Extreme Gaming. They have which is part owner. That is the Wallace part of it. Ramsey, that is Clay Ramsey, Broadcaster Clay. But they also have Heron as well as a new driver. Wade Gaming YouTube is going to be making his first career start with us. And actually, I'm very excited. So one thing I'm going to do is you guys are going to hear my pre-race notes right now. Hopefully, let's just let's have a good race. Hang on. So hang on and. All right, guys. I am talking to both the stream and the Discord right now. How is everyone doing tonight? If you raced last night, then perfect. You already know what I'm gonna say. But we are gonna be doing a 50%er tonight. That is 82 laps, 81 total green flag laps, ideally. Um, because that is we're going to be doing a pace lap. For anyone that is joining us for the first time, looking at you, Wade Gaming, we have a qualifying order. The qualifying order is in the lights qualifying sheet tab. And because your name is fresh, you're going to be towards the back. This is your first race with us, so congrats, welcome. For anyone else that is not on that sheet, you are starting into the back. Of course, the Monday drivers are going to be the ones receiving points, but Sunday drivers can join us as well, and they will be the ones in the back along with you guys. So, as for the general rules, it's Atlanta tonight. You have varying strategies. So be on the lookout. Just have that heightened sense of knowing when people are going to be saving, because I can guarantee you right now that people are going to instinctively go into tire save mode as soon as the green flag starts. So we have the pace lap. So you guys are going to start the race. So go on in, but you're going to get into qualifying positions. The next lap after, go at the line, not the restart zone. Just imagine that people are going to be just dropping to the back in order to save some tire. Um, of course, we are running in-game cautions and not manual cautions, so we don't have to worry about that. So if the game doesn't call it, then I'm sorry. It sucks to suck. But other than that, when you do want to make a move to get down pit lane, you either have to call it in the Discord, say, hey, number 4 pitting this time, or say your actual name pitting this time. It's up to everyone around you to be listening and seeing that. Or you dip 2 tires below the yellow line, the apron on the backstretch, and that shows that you're pitting this time. Black flags will be on, so do not fly into the pits, because, well, that is essentially a lap lost right then and there. We aren't running stages, so it is a green flag to the end. And as I said, we are running 82 laps. Damage will not be on. Blend line coming out of pit exit is going onto the backstretch. If there is anyone being caught doing that, call them out. That is a drive-through. If they just go immediately back up onto the track. So, with that being said, any questions? Did I leave anything out? 60. All right, any other questions? All right, for the drivers that were here on Sunday, you guys already know what's going on. We had 2 cautions last night, which is fantastic for 17 drivers, and we're expecting about 20 tonight. Invites are about to go out right now. So yeah, if you guys have any questions or anything like that, please hit me up. I will be muting myself. But yeah, I'm only for yeah. Any other questions? All right, that's first round of invites, and please help me out with inviting. So like, Wade, I don't have you as a friend. Um, so yeah, if help me out with sending invites just so we can kind of speed this up a little bit. But yeah, if you do. And that's their prerogative if they want to block. Of course, that's just racing etiquette. But yeah. I think I got everyone. Is there anyone that did not get an invite? Oh yeah, by the way, that's another thing. We have 251s in here. If this is not your points night, you are running a custom scheme. So looking at you, selling dreams. Um, just run a custom scheme with your number on it. That's to show that you have that this is not your points night. Anywho, anyone else? All right. If there's anyone that needs invites, we're right on schedule as we did for last night. So 9:11 is when we're going to be rolling. So that gives y'all 4 minutes. No. If you do not see a one in the field, you're fine. But there was a special problem with the 51 that there's literally two 51s in the field. No. Just change the number on your custom scheme. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna be talking in the booth. So hit me up if you need me. If not, like I said, 9/11. All right. So, like I said, we are looking at a difference in strategy. Like I said, um, I think we're going to be seeing a bunch of other difference in how people are going to approach this race, especially if they were in the race last night. Probably do the exact opposite. Actually, give me one hot second. I'm being called. All right, there we go. We figured it out. All right, so joining me up here because apparently Xander will not be joining us tonight. That is Loho. So thank you so much for being up here, my guy. But yeah, that is going to be our in-race report for tonight. That's what we were figuring on out. But yeah, actually, it looks like we're going to have 18 total people joining us, with a few people making their debut, like I said, and there are some returning. Like I said, there is Cade right there. That was our winner from last night. And then, of course, other than that, we have a couple of new drivers here making their Monday debut. Looking at Selling Dreams when I say that, Lil Chris as well was another guy that actually was able to kind of come on out. Of course, Cyber, I'm looking at him in that 5 is looking to kind of bounce back from his lackluster finish last week at Talladega. He was really excited to see what he can do here. But it is 9/11. Please send me invites. I only received one, so should I lag out, I have no way back in. Please blast me with invites. Timer is going. Let me know when I can join. So yeah, it looks like looks like only 18 drivers. That's probably not right. Only 18 drivers. We have that's actually more than what we had last night by one. So yeah, 18 drivers is what we're going to be having tonight. But at Atlanta though, especially with the draft as well, you're going to see you're going to be seeing a lot of a I guess a having a oh sorry they're talking so yeah they have one more driver than what we had on Sunday. I'm sorry if we have a lot of stuff going on. Like I said, I had to kind of change some things on the fly, so just getting everything back in order right now. But yeah, if you're watching this on the stream, make some noise, actually. Who is all out there in YouTube land? Of course, BS saying, came here to see my lights competition for Season 2. Stop talking like that, my guy. BS, of course, having a great run last night. Hey, guys, can I join? All right. So, yeah, there we go. Unless there was anyone late joining, there is P8. Okay, so there's going to be 18 drivers joining us. So, with that being said, having 18 drivers is, I think, it's going to be nerve-wracking for some, especially for getting up in position for those that haven't done it before. But yeah, we're going to getting in racing order right now. So the 5 is going to get back. Yeah, 5 is going to be leading the field on the outside. Looks like the 89, who is the pole sitter, is going to be choosing the inside, and that is going to give the 51 of Nathan, Agent Orange, the bottom right there. Of course, after that, we're going to go by points. So as we go towards Cade and the 8, he is going to be the 8 is going to be going into the bottom lane as well with the 68. That was last week's Sunday and Monday winner right there, in order to getting everything all in order. Other than that, everyone else is going to be kind of getting everything all in order right there. But looks like we have a little bit of a conundrum kind of forming up right now. That is kind of what I'm seeing. Broadcaster Clay running that Mike Snyder scheme in that 21. All right, guys, looks like we are good to go. When you guys hit the line, that's when you're going, not the restart zone, the line. So yeah, after that, looks like everything's all in order right now. Let's kind of go up in with that 89 right now. Come on, because we are green right now. The 5 had a bit of a lackluster start right there. The 51, though, is going to have a really good start as the bottom lane kind of checks on up right there. The Pied Piper as well is spinning. Oh, that's not what you want to see, because it looks like he just kind of got knocked right there. The 16 accidentally knocks the 5 out of the way right there, and now it is going to be a mad dash all the way down into turn 1. You're going to see those, like I said, up in the wall right there. It's going to be... Yeah, that is people really being aggressive in the back of the pack right now. But other than that, you have those, the shocks. That's what I'm seeing right now. Kind of bouncing all the way up and down through the field. Heron being passed by the 11, a baseball kid right there. But yeah, the 68 though, very unfortunate, losing the draft. He technically, if he would have gotten points for Sunday, he would be tied for the points lead right now. But as you can see, that unfortunately just is not how that's going to work. But you can see that right now, as Cade takes P2. You have the 22 of Wade Gaming on that inside lane. But yeah, the field is really starting to spread on out, and that's where you're going to start seeing a bit of a strategy game starting to be played. The 8 already playing that game. The 13 of Dale Forever taking the lead and actually going to get his first laps led of the season. So excellent job right there. The 19 of NASCAR Extreme YouTube is going to be really starting to get that tire save. You can just tell based on how he takes that entry. Not too tight, not too loose. Allows the 16 to kind of fall on it, but he gets a little loose right there, kind of jumping out of the hill. Let's kind of check on out what the second pack is doing. So looks like you have a bit of the 89. Ooh, kind of lost some ground right there. Actually, yeah. Looks like the 07 is right behind the 5, and he is kind of pushing right now. But you're going to see a big thing right here that the top is going to have the momentum. That's going to allow the 20 to just kind of hold him steady. The 07 of Lil Chris right here be really aggressive, but has to be held behind the 22 here, behind the 5, because they are still side by side. So the 22 is really pushing it on the outside, but the 5 trying to save some tires, and the 07 is essentially nowhere to go. Now here with US Trek Enterprise, that is going to be for P9. So you have 9 through 10 all the way here. I can just tell you right now, the 89 is saving tires right now. I'm just seeing how he's running, and he is making the strategy work. He's probably in a call with his other teammates, and he's going to be trying to make the strategy work. As I see a bit of some grass kind of turn on up right there, grass all the way through the field. The 21 of Broadcaster Clay, looked like the 93 kind of kick up some dirt. Didn't know that Atlanta was running the dirt layout this season. But you can see it right there. Ooh, some side draft from the 78 of US Trek to 98. There's battles all over the field, but the 68 still all by his lonesome. Don't worry, though. Ooh, that was some mad aggressive. That is 3 wide going into the quad oval. A bit of contact being made with the 07, but the 13 kind of holds it steady. Ooh, that is not what you want to see, especially it looks like bouncing off the apron. The 8 just has to kind of steady himself and just get back in order. But the 8 of Cade, a bit of a setback right there, but he is nowhere near being done with this race. He just needs to kind of just regroup and recenter himself, and he'll be back on out. Let's take a moment, though, in P2. You can actually see him 2 cars ahead of this from Wade Gaming, with his debut actually having a really nice note. The 51 actually won last season. And he's looking to go 2 for 2 right now, because this is a home track for him, actually. The 51 is a native, Georgia native, so this is his home track. So this would be a great move for him if he were to go back-to-back at his home track. So, but yeah, Little Chris, though, kind of setting the pace right now. He is not saving whatsoever, so he's going to be one of the first people coming down pit lane. I'll tell you what. Yeah, looking through the rest of the field, though, you're going to be you're seeing those that are saving, those that aren't. The 89 definitely is one of those. Going from pole to, I want to say, P13 right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep, P13. But you see the 61 of Keith. Keith, this is not his points night. Sunday is his points night, but he's coming out to help his RWI teammates of Clay, Wade, NASCAR Extreme, to kind of who are racing for their points night. And actually, you can actually see the 21. Ooh, big move right there. Taking 2 for the price of 1. Oh, that was gorgeous. Wonderfully executed. Then you have Tom selling dreams back here. He is also a Sunday points earner, which is why he's running a custom scheme. But a wonderful, kind of slaps the outside wall right there, as you can see the 61 totally hit the apron. right there. But yeah, you have a big movement, a big moment right there. The 89 catches the car. Looks like we had a actual change for the P2 right here. The 22 of Wade Gaming, looking really nice right now. Real good shakeup of the top 5. You have Lil Chris on P1, Wade Gaming in his first ever start P2, Nathan of course P3, Cyber P4, and NASCAR Extreme P5. Behind them, you have Dakota, Cade, and then you have Baseball Kid and Dale Forever. That's the top lead pack of 9. And it looks like P10 is US Trek Enterprise. And that's actually where he finished last night, P10. So he's just kind of modulating that gap. You can really see those that are saving as opposed to those that aren't. You essentially see 2 distinct packs. You have the front pack right there in front of US Trek, and then you have the second pack right behind, which is this stuff right here. Oh, but a little bit of contact, though. Looks like the 93. A little bit of contact with the 61 who bounced off the apron right there. That's going to be the 93 back below, and that will be a position for free of charge right there. But I can only assume Baseball Kid, the 16 was not clear. And that is going to be 2 positions lost, and that's just how quickly things can change here at Atlanta. But it looks like we have a battle for the lead, though, as the 22 takes the top spot as the 07 is now on the outside, but a little bit of apron touch right there, and that is going to be the 51 going to be looking for the lead right now, and he will get to the bottom of the 22, who has to give way, and there is space down there. And looks like pit stops are soon to be happening right now. The 07 looking to 3 wide. Oh, but will he back out now? He does. Does not, actually. Oh, my goodness. They are 3 wide here in turn 3. A little bit of contact being made. The 51 does a great job. Oh, but the 5 of Cyber goes on down, but saves it. Oh, my goodness. Oh, what car control. Oh, my goodness me. Wonderful car control. We saw that live right there. Looked like it was just a string of unfortunate events, though. The 51 was put 3 wide with the 07, and then came on down, accidentally made contact with Cyber, but Cyber saved it. That could have been a caution right there. Oh, we have our first stoppers right now. The 13 and the 16 are going to be the first ones down pit lane. Loho, can you hear me, boss? Loho, can you hear me? Oh, no, I mean, that's fine. What lap is it right now? 19 of 82. Copy. All right, so very interesting, very early pits for these guys. As you can see, the 51, I guess the custom 51. Oh my goodness me! A bit of a hot spot down there. Looked like the 11 is actually going to was pitting this time, so he's the 51 here has to kind of give way. Yep, right there. And the 11 of Baseball Kid goes on down pit lane. So yeah, people are starting to sprinkle on in some pit stops right now. Wonder if anyone else pit behind them. Can't really see anyone else. Looks like the 11 is kind of by himself right now. But yeah, looks like the 16 and the 13, who are on fresh tires right now, are looking pretty strong right now. And that is just unfortunately what the difference in tires is right there. Ooh, the front runners now making their stops. The 22, the 51, and the 8 making their stops right now. Very interesting pit strats. Oh, a sprinkle here, a sprinkle there. Not one big pack is all making a big lunch at it, but that is going to oh my goodness me. And that is, oh, that's going to change the entire complexion of this race. Oh no. All right, so that was, looks like the 51 just was totally around right there. But that was a, yeah, I don't know if he just was coming into the pits wrong or what, but anywho, but yeah, looks like a bit of interesting strats here. Loho, who is the lucky dog there? All right, copy. So that means, unfortunately, as we look through the rest of the pack, yeah, so Baseball Kid looks like is going to be back on the lead lap as we kind of go through the rest of the field. So like the 13, Dale, and the 51 are all going to be a lap down as we have just essentially just set them up again. But yeah, very aggressive going on to the stops right there as we are 4 wide. Oh no, people are backing up right now, just getting back into it. Oh, but they do a great job. They're getting back into it. Oh my goodness me. I'm assuming Heron forgot to pit. All right. All right, so Heron's down right there. Okay, cool. So that is unfortunate from Heron. Sometimes it just happens, you know, you forget to pit. But yeah, he is down pit lane, so I mean, it happens. But yeah, it looks like we had a little bit of calamity right there, trying to cycle on through and catch him up right there. That is US Trek who had a bit of a moment, but it looked like he only lost some minimal time. Looks like the 21 or the 11 of Baseball Kid, who was back on the lead lap there, was the biggest one out of that. The 21 as well. Heron coming out of the pits as the rest of the pack is zooming on around the front stretch right now. But yeah, that was wonderful car control right there. By the way, when that green flag lap after the caution, great job, guys, not having a caution right there. I'm pretty sure it was 6 wide at one point, so great car control, guys. Anyway, so yeah, going back into it. Oh, the 8! Oh my goodness me, that 07 was really aggressive in and knowing exactly what he wanted right there, and it was not taking no for an answer. That unfortunately puts the 89 on the outside, and it's a very lonely road up there. But he finds a line right there, and now that is going to be a bit of a spread on out. Oh my goodness me, the 22 came in really hot right there, and that is going to be the inside lane kind of checking up a little bit, and now the 8's on the outside of Cade. That is going to be a really a lonely road, and actually he hits the wall there. Looks like the 19 now is going to be on the bottom of the 89. The 5 is going to be going with the 51. The 51, of course, like I said, is Nathan Agent Orange. He was the Monday champion last season in Season 0. The 07 bounced out the apron. That's going to be the 22 taking that spot. And now the 89, the 19. Like I said, that is just a little bit of momentum loss, and that is what can happen. Even right there with the 1. The 1 of Casey lost a little bit of momentum, and he got shifted to the outside. Loho, is a 16 a lap down? Copy. All right, so actually, I was actually just looking through that front pack, and I saw that the 16 right there, you can see him right behind the 19, is actually a lap down. So he is racing a little extra hard to get his lap back the hard way, but it looks like he kind of choked on up. The 07 is now going to be on the outside. It looks like he let off a little bit too much, and that is not going to be how that's going to work. The 19 then is going to be on the outside. Oh, but the 16, the 89 just came on down. That is going to kind of choke on up the back of the field here. I saw the 8, the 61 is on around the 93. tempers are starting to flare right now. That is what I'm seeing. But yeah, you can see those that are just kind of riding right now. I'm seeing like that. Oh, a little bit of contact between the 68 and 78 right there. But yeah, that front pack is a bit of a mess right now. I do not want to be a part of that if I was racing. I'll tell you what. They just need to get into a groove. They need to get into a rhythm now because as the laps tick on down, that is going to be a big thing. If I could have a lap update next time around, that'd be great. Copy. 36 of 82 this time. So let's see here. For most of these guys, I mean, they're probably going to be pitting still 3 more times. That caution came out at, well, the best time for some, but really bad for others because it was in the middle of the pit cycle. So that is not what some of these guys wanted to see. But yeah, that 51's kind of blocking low. Actually, let me let them know about that. Hey, just word of advice, just watch the line swerving on the backstretch as we get closer to pit stops. Some people can misconstrue that for going on down for pit lane. So, yeah, just wanted to give a word of advice with that there. Because especially with swerving on down there, people may look at that and see that they are actually pitting that time, and so they kind of go out of the way right there, and here we go, and then all of a sudden they lose time, or they either get blasted going on the pit lane. That would just not be fun for anyone. But yeah, we're going to be 3 wide. The 8 has to hold into it, unfortunately. But the 22 has to hold it, and he's around right now. That is going to be a caution. Nope, they... Oh, my goodness me. That was... that could have been avoided, if you ask me. That was not meant to be 3 wide, but yeah. 8 lag warning 1. So, okay, so looks like the 51's going to be back into the lead here. The 19's going to be P2 because everyone's going to be back into the... almost everyone's going to be back into the lead lap. Actually, let me kind of go into the back here. Looks like Heron, the 13, the 51 are all still going to be a lap down, but the 11 is going to be still in the prime position right here. But yeah, as we kind of look on through here, this 13 really missed the apron right there, but as everyone is now going to be just going into turn 3, you're going to see it from Baseball Kid, who has a prime view of everything, and just the difference in lines right now. Some people are, like I said, the 68 just perfectly okay with just kind of rocking it on the outside to kind of save some tire. But then again, he's going to be putting 3 wide. The 21 on the outside. The 21 backs on out. Very smart, very smart. But yeah, I think everyone just needs to get into a rhythm right now, honestly, because right now we are at 2 cautions. That's what the Sunday had the entire race. So will we go caution free? We're gonna find on out. The rest of the race, I guess. So the 11 though, kind of around the outside. The 68 I saw was kind of bouncing around a little bit, so that's not going to be great right there. Let's get on back to the front of the field, though. Looks like the 07 actually retook the lead. The 22, massive checkup from the bottom lane right there. Actually, no, the 89 in the front right now with the 5 P2, the 07 P3, the 51 P4, and the 1 of Casey P5. Wade Gaming P6, NASCAR Extreme P7. Keith P8, US Track P9, Loho P10. But yeah, it looks like everyone's just kind of riding around right now. But like I said, I can tell you right now, based on this, these guys are not saving it. Oh, the 22! That was really aggressive. He saw a hole open on up, and he was just like, you know what? I'm taking it. The 19, though, is going to follow them. That one is going to be dropping all the way to the back. The 07, though, is going to miss the apron right there and put the 5 out of the way, but in himself is going to be putting himself down on the outside. So the 51 is going to take advantage of it. The 22 is going to take advantage of it. The 19 is going to take advantage of it. The 5... the 5 is going to bounce behind the 19 right there, but the 07 is still up on top. The 61 is going to try to fill that hole so he can't get up there. I heard something going on in the back right here. I think the... something with the 16 maybe? Looks like the 16 right there in front of the 21. The 8 of Cade is starting to make his way back forward after he dropped after that lag warning. Very nice of him. He didn't have to do it, but that still is something that is really nice and appreciated. But yeah, it looks like the 07 kind of followed behind the 5 yet again. So yeah, that's just going to be a thing of give and take right now. It looks like these guys are not looking for any moment. The 22 bounces off the apron. That's going to open up the door for the 19. The 5 and the 07 are all going to take advantage. Yeah, momentum. Bouncing off the apron. You can just see it right there. The 19 is going to be holding station in P3. This time by, let me know how many laps to go. .34. So solidly, these guys can make it in one more stop. I mean, this is. Oh, actually, no. Hang on. Yeah. In one more stop, the 07 lets the 22 go. But yeah, you have these guys that can make it solidly in one more stop. I mean, that's not even going to be a question. So one more stop is going to determine the outcome of this race. And you can see the 2 distinct packs yet again with... Oh, I heard some kind of sheet metal crunch right there. But it's going to be all about when it's go time. Not entirely sure when people are gonna decide it's go time, but it'll be go time nonetheless here as soon as I get done out of their pits. Now, whether or not these guys have been saving as much as they can, that's going to be a big thing here, but it looks like the 51 retook the lead, so he's back out in front. Not this 51, that is Selling Dreams. This 51 right here of Agent Orange, like I said, that is Nathan. The 89, though, right behind, it looks like the 07 and the 22 and 19, all right behind to complete the top 5. Cyber and P6, and actually he cut the 19 a break right there. He could have went to the outside or inside right there, but he chose against it. Very tight racing right there. Looks like Cyber missed the inside right there, and now he will be on the outside, and that puts Piper into P6 right there. Looks like the 89 then gets swarmed on the outside, and that's going to be him dropping all the way back because those 3 are working together. A bit of a apron touch from these guys, but the 68 is going to be probably working with the 89 a little bit, probably cut him a break and let him get back in. The 5, though, he's trying to get back in line, trying to pull away from the guys in front. We're seeing some people kind of serpentine down, but that's the problem of that right there. The 19 cuts the 22 a break to get back in, but if you get a little bit too shallow into the corner, that's exactly what can happen. So yeah, we're going to see people really have to get in. Really have to kind of watch and see how shallow they take that. The 07 really siphons it on down to 51 as well. The 22, a little bit of a touch right now, and that's going to kind of shuffle the 07 up the board. And at that point, but the 22 lets him back in. I'm just saying, he's going to have a big run right now to get back up there. looks like he will actually have that big run, like I said, as we're on board with Piper here in P6 right now. The 22 actually gets around the 07 as they, again, serpentine. As they serpentine around, the 89 misses the bottom right there, so that will be the 68 kind of letting him in. So very nice of him. But yeah, it looks like these guys are actually thinking the long game right now. The 8 is marching his way back forward, so that is exactly what we want to see. But yeah, when will these guys pull the trigger in order to get down pit lane? I guess we're going to kind of find out here. The 19 riding right behind the 22. Of course, these are all RWI teammates sitting second, third, and fourth right now. Very smooth, but the 19 bounced out the apron, and it's going to kind of choke on up the inside lane a little bit. So now the 22 goes to the high side. That is Wade Gaming. The 51 kind of lets him back in. The 07 sends it down the inside, and the 19 is going to be shifted out of the way. The 5 also making the move on the 89 and the 78 right there of US Trek Enterprise looking to make some moves. It looks like we have, I don't know if that was a move right there, but the 07 potentially pitting this time? No, I don't think so. But pit stops are soon to be coming. These guys have to watch on out because with them serpentining like that, you're not going to know what's going to be a real going down pit lane moment and what is just a blocking. So I guess we're going to kind of find out here soon. The 07 is going to be looking down as we kind of serpentine down the back. Like I said, just watch the serpentining as we get down get towards pit stops. Oh, the 07 to 22, a bit of contact right there. And that is going to be a big moment. The 07 holds on to it. But yeah, looks like everyone is, yeah, see right there, looks like I'm hearing from the 78, he actually choked on him because he thought everyone was pitting. The 11 pitting that time. So the pit stops are happening. He's the first one down pit lane, so he will have the benefit of new tires. But the window is now open. Whenever y'all have a chance, what lap is it? Copy. So the 22 is also pitting, the 51 is also pitting. People are going to have to really choke on up here. So unfortunately though, looks like the 11 is done out of this race. But yeah, those that got really taken on out, that was really unfortunate from those guys. But yeah, the 68 got taken out of contention with that. The 8's coming down this time. The 22 is going to have the real benefit of fresh tires right now. The 19 and the 5 are still on out on the original set of tires. But yeah, that was mayhem going onto pit lane that time. And as you can see, those that didn't quite get the memo that there was pitting, that's why there was a calamity. That's also, you just have to pay attention. But yeah, the 5 is still going to stay on out for another lap. I don't know if that's going to... That may be a bit of a, I don't know about that. But no matter what, this is the only stop that these guys will have to make. Looks like the 5 is going to be staying on out another lap, though. But yeah, that was no caution from that right there. So yeah, there goes the 51 around the outside. There's the 22, who didn't have any issues at all on pit lane. The 8 as well. Looks like the 22... must have, I don't know what the heck happened there. Yeah, the 22, a really interesting development right there. Not exactly sure what happened, but maybe lost it going on to the backstretch. But yeah, anyway, moving on forward yet again. The 51 is stationary. He is done for the night. With the pit stops ending, could I have an update on the leader? The 51? Alright, thank you. Alright, so the 51 currently the leader right now. Looks like the 07 is probably going to be P2 because that 78 is definitely a lap down. That is unfortunate from the 78 because he was in prime position as well. But yeah, that was a big moment. That's why I was just saying people have to call out sooner. That's why I made such a big thing in the pre-race notes, because Atlanta, you go in on the bottom lane. You are literally pitting from the racing surface, racing groove. If you don't see what's in front of you, that is a big no-no in terms of your other competitors. But yeah, it looks like the 16 trying to get to the bottom of the 19 right now, and he will kind of do the tap, tap, tap. Gives room on the backstretch, but the 19 is still going to be down there, and actually kind of gives that position back. 19's still there. He's still there. But yeah, 19 having to give room on the outside. I don't know if he was the ones involved in that. Actually, let's ask. No rush on this, but who was involved in that incident? Alright. Could I have an update on the top 5? Nathan, whenever you get a chance. So I'm assuming the top 5 then is probably the 51, the 07. Copy. I can figure it out from there. Thank you. Alright, so to kind of go through the field right now, so you have the 51 right here of Nathan. He's just going to be using US Trek in order to kind of act as a drafting buffer in order to go around. But that 07 is fast, and he is on P2. Cybercade is going to be P4 and 5 right now, so good days from both of them. And behind them, you're going to be having Dakota. Oh, sorry, no. Dakota behind them. So, yeah, it looks like the 22, unfortunately, is probably, yeah, he is trying to save right now. He was one of the first ones to come on down. I think he's just trying to save. But yeah, unfortunately, he is out of the running. He is a lap down. But yeah, that was a big moment. The 68 sounds like he got caught up in that incident by virtue of someone being, well, being punted down pit lane. He got a pit road speeding penalty. The 51 is, like I said, still the leader, but this battle is starting to heat on up. The 07 is right behind right now, but will the tires last? Will these guys get into each other? Will the 89 take it? I don't know. It's going to be a big what if right now. But yeah, going through the rest of the field, the only 2 DNFs out of this 18 car pack is the 51 of Tom Selling Dreams and the 11 of Baseball Kid. Could you guys let me know when we hit 5 to go, please? So yeah, we're going to be seeing when 5 to go will be a thing. There goes the 22 around the outside. The 8 is going to be trying to get that position from the 5, who has the freshest tires technically out of everyone right now, and he's just going full throttle. He's trying to gain some ground on the 89, who is probably also trying to gain some ground. It looks like the 07 actually takes a spot, and that means Little Chris will actually get a back to the point, but that 51 is going to be holding tight. But how much tire did he use by by going full throttle to get up here. Maybe the 51 was starting to save a little bit in order to just ride behind the 78. The 78 though will look to be lapped here soon, but right now he's entitled to his own racing tactics right now. Looks like the 07 will get below him, so he will have to go to the top side, and the 51 will probably have to follow in order to try to just keep in line with that. But yeah, that's 78. Ooh, no, actually he doesn't. He's not able to clear the 78. But as you can see behind, the 89 is being closed in on Cyber. So Cyber is trying to take P3 away from B right now. And going through the rest of the field, you have P6, who I do believe is Dakota. Either that or the 19 of Extreme Gaming right there. Other than that, the rest of the field is pretty much set, with Piper also being involved, the 61 of Keith being in that mix. But yeah, that 07 is starting to pull away, but you can also see just really how close it can be. The 51... We had a bit of an incident with the 51. The 78 is, missed the apron right there, so that means the 51 will have to work double time in order to get back up there to the lead. But yeah, that is just lap traffic just not working. I don't think the 78 knew that the 51 was in P2, but yeah, that was P2, and potentially that's the win gone right there. But looks like the 5, I don't know if that was him pitting or what. Actually, hang on, we're gonna see if that's him actually slowing on down. I'm pretty sure I saw the 5. No, I guess not. But yeah, the 51 has to work overtime. How many laps to go? Alright, thank you. So 5 to go. 5 to go. So these guys are working overtime in order to get up here and actually do their best in order to get as many positions as you can. You can see the 5 and the 89 definitely trying to work each other out right now. The 8 as well trying to rally back from that that lag warning. So he went essentially from the back to the front. Here's little Chris, which is the leader, but I think he's a little bit too far gone. Essentially, he will be in a world of his own with tires, if the tires can hold. So this is 4 to go, coming to 3. What can happen? The 98 of Heron is going to be next up on the chopping block here. The 98 of Heron, unfortunately, was already a lap down, but I think this will be 2 laps down for him. As I'm not sure if he was involved in that incident, but yeah, that 07 is definitely starting to check on up right now. But yeah, the 07 is definitely saving some fuel. So 3 laps to go. Will the tires hold? That's going to be the big question here. But yeah, the 93 though is the next on the chopping block. The 2 laps to go right now, as I saw 3 wide back there. The 5 of Cyber, the 89 of B-Right, so they're on 2 to go. The 8 of Kate is working around the outside. The 5 just has nowhere to go. He's trying to gain some ground on the 89, but the 89's blocking low, so there's only so much ground that he can make. Back up the front, we're on the white flag right now. The 07 is going to take the white flag, and essentially right now the 51's hoping that he blows the tire. 51 did the best he could right now, running that high side, but I think the getting involved with that 78 just a little bit too much just essentially cost him the shot at the victory. I think he's not the happiest right now. The 51 definitely nursing it on the way home, and that 07 will come out and complete the the string of new winners in the league. So congrats to the 07, not for points though, but It looks like it's going to be the 51 and B right in P2 and 3 right there. So as you guys are finishing up the race, if I could have full results, I have the top 3 of Lil Chris, Nathan, and who finished P3? Copy. All right, you guys will be up in asked to the booth. So, yeah. All right. But yeah. All right. So yeah. Looks like some people really were cutting it low on fuel. All right. So looks like the fastest lap actually is going to be with Cyber with a 29.3. All right. All right. So let's get these guys up here. So things are definitely heated. I will say that. Going through the rest of the order, we have Lil Chris is the top spot right there. Nathan P2, Brandon P3, Cade come back for P4, Cyber P5. NASCAR Extreme P6, Dakota P7, Broadcaster Clay P8, Piper P9, Keith P10, Loho P11, Goose P12, um, Casey P13, Dale P14, Heron P15, Wade Gaming. Ooh, that's a stinger for him. He was racing for the lead at one point, P16, and Baseball Kid P17, and then Tom Selling Dreams, the last of the finishers in P18. So as we wait for Lil Chris to get up here, we are just waiting for him to join. But we do have our rest of the podium right now. So how are you guys doing right now?
All right.
All right. Well, good talk, guys. It sounds like you guys are very much I guess, hearing a bit of a, well, upsets, but we can talk about that here in a second. So, Brandon, let's start with you. How are you doing today? So, P3, after very late, actually, um, I guess, entry, putting in your qualifying lap only 20 minutes before the closing time.
Yeah, I want redemption from Saturday, so I'm glad to be on the podium.
Well, and actually a bit of a comeback from last season as well at Atlanta. Being involved in that late wreck kind of took you out of it, but podium finish here. What was the tire condition like? Were you concerned at all?
Well, my first plane, to start the race. They're going to save tires to go to lap 25, and then that caution came out. So I had to restart, what, P15, and I got to second, I think. I was just riding from there.
And sometimes that's just have to what you have to do is just ride from there because with that caution that was a perfect like it seems like the caution were literally happened as the pit stops were already happening, so there were some that accidentally got knocked a lap down, so like Heron forgot to pit, baseball kid got the lucky dog, but then he had to stop early and then got screwed on the second caution. Dakota was a lap down for the longest time. Dale, but yeah, it seemed like there were some big losers and some big winners out of that, and it seemed that you were on the one of those sides of being on the winner side.
No, I wanted to stay green, but I feel like I had a better chance to go green, but we still got back up there.
Yep. And honestly, it seems like that we had the same amount of cautions technically as we did last night, just at different times in the race. Sunday we had in the very beginning and very end of the run. Here was spread out, like I said, as during the first two stops. So a bit of a interesting strategy. But yeah, congrats on the P3.
Yep.
Good points.
Yeah.
So let's go on to Jeremy Collins. There he is. Nathan, you won last season and came up one spot short this season. How are you doing today?
I'm doing all right.
Unfortunately, it showed that you were one of the ones to beat. You had one of the fastest guys out there, constantly contesting with the likes of like the '07, the 22, the 5, a bunch of guys up there in the top pack. But after the pit stop, you came out with the lead. Did you think you could have gone a little bit longer, maybe have the benefit of fresh tires, or was that the max you could have gone?
That was the max I could have gone. We kind of raced each other really hard at the first stint of that, and I burned my stuff up. Um, so that was. I know last night there was a lot of problem with people blowing tires when they hit the brakes to go pit. So it was kind of like I could have possibly gone one more lap, but then I could have also blown a tire going into the pits. So it was kind of like that sort of thing.
Yeah, and definitely that is one of the things that you have to watch out for. So better safe than sorry. But let's not beat around the bush. It seemed that you were battling there with the '07. What happened after he passed you?
Well, I did have to save a little bit, um, but I was still running pretty fast, and I wanted to run my line. I was trying to stay in line with little Chris and just kind of stay in his draft. And 78 he was just racing me harder than I felt like he needed to. I know he was racing for a lucky dog and everything, but we were nowhere near passing another guy, so felt like it was slightly unwarranted when he could have done whatever. If nothing else, drafted behind me. So if we passed another guy, he would have had to have been on the outside of us, and he would have freight trained right by him with us. So, I don't know. It is what it is. Second's better than third or worse. So
Yeah, and I'll tell you what. Unfortunately, I've always said this, and you can actually go back because this actually happened at Bristol last season. There was just lap cars that were getting in the way, but you know what? They have their own prerogative, and there's not really anything that they can do. It's ultimately on them to either. That's why I personally always have the position screen on, just so who I'm racing and what position they're in. Some don't. So I think it may have been like that, just to kind of get that little extra shade right there to kind of see who and where they're at. But ultimately it comes on down to them. But yeah, they have just as much right to race for the track as they want, but it still
I don't know.
sucks to be on the losing side of it.
Yeah. and it, we made contact in 1 and 2 one time, and I slid my tires, and I actually ended up blowing my right rear coming to the line right there. So
I was wondering why you slowed down so much.
yeah, I was trying to when I passed for the white flag. I think my tires were on like 5%, 4%.
Well, I'll
And I
tell
knew I
you.
had a slight buffer to be rights, so I was just trying to do what I could.
Yeah. And ultimately, sometimes that's just what it comes down to. It's the little things like that. But still, in the grand scheme of things, P2, wonderful points. And I think between you, Cade, and Brandon, I just by looking at the points right now, it's going to be a knockout, drag out fight between you guys.
Do what now?
Points wise, it's going to be knockout, drag out fight because it's going to be really close in terms of points.
Yeah. Yes,
But
sir.
yeah, but ultimately, though, I know you didn't come out on top, but still, it having a really good run here. Thank you for putting on a show, you three. But the person that really was the showstopper tonight, that's the '08 Ray Black Jr. Hang on, there we go. Real quick, Chris, make sure you have your voice on always allow so the stream can hear you. Chris, you are currently continuing the trend of having new drivers go out and get their first career win. Went 6 for 6 so far. How are you doing today? Well, basically, you can actually see that sometimes practice does make perfect, and that's actually one of the benefit of having running both nights to kind of see what works and what doesn't. So you had the benefit of running last night and Sunday for points. Yes, you didn't have the best of finishes. I do believe it was 13th. But coming on out back in technically your second race of your MRL career, coming out with a win, and like I said, having on having in continuing the trend of new winners here for this mini series. 6 for 6 right now. But yeah, what was the car like for you? Cutting it really close there, I see. Yeah, and differing philosophies when it comes to racecraft like that. Um, but ultimately, like I said, great job on your first career win. Unfortunately, this is not the night you race for points, so that's a little unfortunate, but still, a win's a win. Yeah, excellent job, Chris. And actually, from everyone, how is there anyone, any shout outs that you want to give before we close on out for the night?
I'd probably say my wife for not cussing me out too bad for getting on here and game 2 nights in a row. Other than that, man, I appreciate Aaron helping me before the race and making sure we had everything lined up. I hate his race didn't go the way he was, but he's a lot faster than that. We plan on next week me winning Sunday night at Bristol. I think it's at Bristol next week, correct?
It is Bristol next week.
We plan on winning Sunday night. We plan on winning Monday night. So if we can do that, man, we're gonna be on a roll. That's my favorite track. So watch out.
Well, there we go. Ultimately, though, this has been a wonderful well set of races here at Atlanta. We've already been here with the Xfinity, and this is actually their second time around. But still, with the Cup side as well, brand new set of winners. BD winning on Saturday. We had a brand new winner last night as well, and this night we are having a straight up big momentum shift when it comes to the Millennium Racing League guys. So this has been your host, Private Patton, congratulating everyone that raced as well as just watching. So thank you guys. Lil Chris on the win, Nathan P2, and then Brandon P3. Thank you guys for tuning on in, and we'll see you next week at Bristol, starting with the Cup side on Saturday. Have a good night, everyone. Peace.